Good afternoon, everybody. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. We're on Hump Day, and I appreciate all of you that are coming in now and that'll be coming in later. Welcome to ALPOUGH, where I'm an adult of my spirit. I'm an adult of my mind. I'm an adult of my thought. I am what I think about. I'm an adult of my emotions. I'm an adult of my actions. I'm an adult of my love, and I send it out to you from Mother Sophia as well as from me. So thank you so much for coming in. We are really growing here, and I really appreciate it. Today, let's get right into this subject matter. Today is men. You got a friend. Men, you got a friend. You got a friend. Where did I get that? Absolutely. You got a friend. And so here today, I want to be talking about men. There's a whole bunch of us out there, right? All different shapes and sizes and age and everything. And really, everything is really good here. So, Tracy, let me know if I'm not streaming right. I think I'm lagging here, so just let me know if I am. Put in the comments, please. So, anyway, I'm going to keep going. So men, you got a friend. First of all, you got a friend in me. All right? You got a friend in me. And it's also Mother Sophia, the Holy Spirit, is out here to give you wisdom in real time. That's why I'm here. Today, we're going to talk about being masculine. Wow. Deep subject. And the deep subject is that it is being redefined. Does it mean even anything these days because of the way things are being promoted to us? So, streaming fine. Okay, thanks, Tracy. So, masculine. It was interesting. I was looking at this word, masculine. I broke it down. Masculine. And then I looked at it now as a mask you lend. It's like painting a mask. So the mask that you let people see, okay? Masculine. Pretty cool, huh? Let's talk about now masculinity. All right, so you are a masculine, and then there's masculinity, which is figuring out how to define what it means. And so everything is changing in the mask that you lend, that people see. So now what is masculinity? We're going to figure out how to define this. Having qualities or appearances traditionally associated with men. That's very general, okay? Again, we're going to be delving into the masculine, okay? Because we are all being redefined in our own sense. Now, I don't want to say redefined. I want to say adding. There's things that we can add on the positive here. Because the whole thing is, why am I man? Why am I a man? Why did mother make me a man? Why didn't she make me a woman? And I know why. I'm going to go into that at another time. But again, why? See, there's a reason. There's a reason. We all have different roles, but everything is not being also told. So, having qualities or appearance traditionally associated with men. The male sex or gender. The masculine as the norm. What is normal today? There is the new world design, and we all are all becoming part of it. So, if something's masculine, it's related to men. masculine to describe people or things that have qualities all often associated with men. But as we know, that's changing. My wife did 20 years in the military. That's a masculine thing, but then again, she's a woman. Okay? So we got to delve into this deeper. So if something is masculine, it's related to men. This is Webster's dictionary. Masculine can describe people or things that have qualities often associated with men. But now, as we see, it's also happening with women. So if someone has a masculine appearance, the person is probably tall and strong. If your new jacket has masculine tailoring, that means it's cut like a man's jacket. Well, we can see this is almost a completely outdated description. Because it appears that now women are more masculine, becoming more masculine, and as you can see, everyone is, it's almost kind of this, we're having this blend here, okay? So if someone, this is so general, if someone has a masculine appearance, this makes them masculine. The person is probably tall and strong. If your new jacket has masculine tailoring, that means it's all cut like a man's jacket. That doesn't sound very deep, does it? Let's go a little bit deeper here. Masculinity is seen to be the trait which emphasizes ambition, acquisition of wealth, and differentiated gender roles. Again, here we come down to it. This has to be changed. This is too general. There's becoming more of a blending now. So masculinity is being redefined like we've never seen it before. Because of the trans movement, even more confusing. So everything in its own way is being redefined. And here is where we need mother's wisdom the most. See? Here's where we need her wisdom the most. Because we're being mishmashed. And what it's doing for us, the men, it's making us becoming more confused to the women. And so, because right now, the women are the ones that are being emancipated. There are now more women going to college than there are men. It's 7-3. There are more women that are going into the workforce. 80% of the money spent in the United States is women spending it. Why? Well, men, you're giving them the money. Because they handle it better. Okay? So now does that make us less masculine? Well, maybe if you're not going to college, you want to go get a trade somewhere. You don't want to be in debt. Men like to do physical stuff. The women are the ones who are becoming the administrators. So, a woman would rather, I think, would rather be a manager of a company than working on a construction. working in construction, right? That's just being smarter. But guys like to get with their hands. It doesn't mean a woman doesn't. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying the women are becoming more educated. This is emancipated. This is what's going on. Why do you think the women in Afghanistan, when the United States was leaving, were fearing for their life? Because we'd been there for 20 years, which means a whole generation of women had grown up, not having to wear their mask, being able to go out freely and talk to each other without having to go through these rules. And once the United States left, they feared for their lives because now they cannot be their true self. Because they were allowed to have, I would say, some equality with men, which means they could do their, you call it masculine stuff, the stuff that men could do. Be out in public, go by yourself, sit in a restaurant, get a job. So let's go down here and let's think this a little further. All right. So now let's go to femininity. So if we're saying masculinity, is it that femininity is the opposite of masculinity and masculinity is the opposite of femininity? Well, I don't think so. And so let's keep going. Femininity. Femininity is seen to be the trait which stress caring and nurturing behaviors. Sexuality, equality, environmental awareness, and more fluid gender roles. So, women are a little bit more, it seems like more flexible. They can be more masculine than, let's say, a man, unless, that's what he wants to be. We're going to go into that later. All right. So now let's read this again. Let's break this down. Femininity is seen to be the trait which stresses caring. What, men aren't caring? And nurturing behaviors. What, men can't nurture? Sexual equality. Men can't give that? Environmental awareness. Men can't be that? And more fluid gender roles. So, again, why can't we? This is what it really comes down to, ladies and gentlemen, is can you be both? Can you be both? And so my question here with that question is, does it matter? Does it even matter that you can be both? Does that even have anything to do with it? Well, the bottom line here is we are evolving. Okay? Whether you want to agree with everything that's going on about the gender roles and, the 51 different labels that you can be now, there is an evolution that is going on. And it is a wave, or what I would call a tsunami, of these new definitions that are coming. And so I'm about mother. I'm about giving her out her word. I'm about sharing with you all her wisdom. This is why she's here now, because we are in crazy times. This is why she's making herself known, because of these times. And these are new times. These are new times that we have never, ever seen before. And the new definitions are upon us. So it's almost like, hey, guess what? You can be 50 types of men. You can be 50 types of women. You can be a man in the morning, a woman at night. This is for real. See? So in this evolving, okay, I could also say a revolving door of things. You have to decide which traits define you, which traits to be. And that is about defining who you are. You're still a man. You're still a woman. It's the traits that you have to decide which to be as a man or a woman. And these are traits that you want to be. Whatever that is. It's changing so much for all of us. So here we come down to it. Masculinity, femininity. They all mean the same. We learn from each other. But there is differences between us. Men are bigger. Men are stronger. Women are smaller. And they bring in the children. Sounds like a pretty good team to me. Sounds like a pretty darn good team to me. The thing is, we all can bring in different traits. It's okay for me to be more sensitive and caring. Nothing's wrong with that. And nurturing. You got to nurture in your relationship. What? Nurturing's a one-way street? No, it's not. But a mother nurtures. It's a woman's, it's her nature. Ours is, to go out and help and make sure there's food on the table. Again, these roles are changing. So, but again, it's a nature that we have. So you have to decide where are these new traits that you want to add to yourself. And women too. You have to decide what masculine traits, because this is all these are traits. It has nothing to do with being a man and a woman. These are traits that we add. Some we may take away. Men, if you have a temper, even women, you have a temper, maybe that's a trait that you want to be able to control more. If you have an addictive behaviors, maybe that's a trait that you want to deal with that comes on both sides. So at the end of the day, they all mean the same. And at the end of the day, well, I'm still a man. And that's what I want to be. What I was born to be. Given by the creation, the wisdom of Sophia, who made me a man. Made me a man. Now, how does you think she addresses you? Do you think she says, I want you to be the best woman you can be. I want you to be the best man you can be. The goal is to be the best person. That's it. If it's these traits on both sides, then we learn from it. We learn from each other. I learn from my wife learns from me. It doesn't make me less of a man. In matter of fact, it makes me more of a man. It doesn't make her more of a man. It makes her more of a woman. So I'm a man at birth. Now, this is going to be an ongoing discussion here about masculinity and femininity and how it is seen from mother's perspective. So this is only the beginning now. This is only the beginning. Let me see if I get any comments here. Oh, the wife came in. Oh, interesting way to break it down. Yeah, I like to be interesting. No gender world. That's interesting that they don't want us to have a gender. I don't know why that is. They're trying to literally ruin the genders. It's about politics. Not anymore. You're having babies, men delivering babies now. When you say delivering, I mean, you mean having babies? So, yeah, that's a whole nother story. I don't want to get into that today. Be the best person you can be. That is absolutely true. So listen, I'm glad you're all here. Still got some people here in the chat. So I want to make an announcement here. So new changes to the show are coming starting Monday. We're going to increase our time here. We're going to start having a longer show. We're going to be going over all kinds of different things and also having interviews here. And so I just want you to know that we're going to have a new name and a new format, and I'm going to be announcing it on Monday as we start in November. So thank you all for hanging in there with me. Please like and subscribe my channel if you like it. I really appreciate it. I really need some watch hours here so we can spread the word. Tell people, send out to me and put it on your Facebook channel, on your YouTube channel. Give me a shout out, okay? ALPOUGH. That's me. I'll see you tomorrow on Thursday. Have a blessed, loving, kind wisdom from Mother.